They're eating the dog, eating the cats.
Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
You said they're eating the dogs, and Lila freaked out.
Yeah, Lila, it is terrifying. Don't go to, where was that? Ohio?
Springfield, Ohio.
Whatever. We wouldn't go to Ohio anyway.
Yeah, there's not
Ohio.
much for us there.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I did really enjoy all the memes that came out of that,
Yes.
especially the one that we sent each other.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
It was just went to the 7-Eleven in Springfield, and it was like a little tiny wiener dog puppy in a hot dog bun.
Yep. And yeah, Allison sent it to me and I took a screenshot of it so I could send it to my coworker. And then later I was like, wait, why didn't I send this to Allison? And so I sent it to her. And then she was like, yeah, I sent that to you. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is literally a screenshot of the message that you sent to me.
Yes.
Yep.
We're doing really well.
Yep.
Siri, what are you drinking today?
Look, I have Diet Coke.
Yay! I have a raspberry rose poppy.
Oh.
Mm.
It just sounds disgusting to me, but it looks cute.
It's pink.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is still the cherry limeade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did try one of those before.
At Y'all West.
At Y'all West, which we will do better next time.
Yeah, it had been a few years since we'd been there, so we didn't really know anymore.
New protocols.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we need? What do we need to recap? We recapped my birthday last time.
We can talk about our weekend because we had quite a busy weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
So our weekend started Saturday morning with a 9 a.m. brunch at the American Girl Cafe because we're Berry members, and so we get invited to special events. And it was the brunch for the launch of the Girl of the Year 2025, who neither of us are really interested in, but she kind of looks like JoJo Siwa, but 10 years ago JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
Um,
She's definitely marketed to the younger
yes,
demographic, and she looks like you could buy her at Target.
she does, and her accessories and her clothes do as well.
I mean, not in a horrible, horrible way, but just that is the vibe.
Yeah, it doesn't look like something you'd get from American Girl.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, I like her, I like aspects of her. I like that she likes dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's an entrepreneur, which I think is really good for that age group.
Mm-hmm.
But
now I hate her face mold. I think that's the ugliest face mold. The Nenea mold. It looks weird.
Yeah.
Looks anemic.
Yeah.
Sorry, no offense to people with anemia.
Anyway, we didn't buy her.
But what did we buy? We'll start with me. I bought nothing. Okay, moving on.
Wow, thank you so much. I bought Lila, who's the Girl of the Year this year, who I've liked
Since she came out.
a year now.
We would have gotten her if we had gone to the brunch last year.
Yes. But I needed her for one because her name is Lila, and that's my dog's name. And she also is just really cute.
She's so cute. Her hair is cute.
Yeah, and I have her horse.
Yeah, you do.
So it made sense for me to have her.
She fits into the crew.
She does.
That was not gonna be
Well,
helpful.
they wouldn't be able to see back there really anyway. It's
No,
kind of
but the
dark.
chair is also blocking it.
There's anyway, and then after that, we left brunch and went directly to Disneyland.
Yeah, we did. We didn't really have any strong Disneyland plans because we had already eaten. We'd already had coffee because, of course, we started at the Palm.
Yeah, we did.
So we were like, oh, well, what now? So we walked around, looked at stores, got exhausted.
We rode the Winnie the Pooh ride.
Yeah, we got a pickle. Some French people judged us pretty hard, which was further confirmed when I told this story to my coworker who's from France. She was just like, oh, 100% they were judging you. And I was like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. With our giant
pickles. Yeah.
And then we went home.
Yeah.
We were only there a couple hours, but we were tired, and neither of us are really breakfast people. So I think just that we had breakfast
Yeah,
really
it
messed
was
us up.
weird. Like, I think it would have been fine if we had done like a chill, like shopping day after. Like, I thought it'd be really cute and fun to do the Disney day.
Yeah,
In theory, it was a good plan, but we were just,
we were tired
we were tired.
and like sluggish.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So we went home and went to bed.
Yeah.
And then
Then Sunday, we started. Did we start at the Palm again?
what did we do on Sunday?
Oh yeah. Wait, no, we did not get coffee
No,
before.
because I woke up with my dogs, which would be weird if I didn't, I guess. But I decided they needed an outing. So I went to Barclays Coffee, which is in Northridge, which is a great spot. And I brought the dogs because it's dog friendly, so they can come inside. And the guy was like, "Oh, you brought the family in today." So anyway, I had gotten coffee already, and I think you had already had coffee here.
Yeah.
So by the time I got here, it was like, do we need to go get coffee? And we were like,
like,
no.
But then we drove to Huntington Beach, which when was the last time you were in Huntington Beach before this?
I think we decided it was 2020 in January.
Um, I thought it was in the fall of 2019 for me, but then it turns out it was the fall of 2018. Um, anyway, Huntington Beach is really nice and we don't ever get down there. But we went because Saturday or Sunday afternoon was the Jodi Picoult book signing. Also, the girl that introduced her was a Barnes& and Noble employee, first of all,
Who mispronounced her name.
like 8 times.
I'm like, you have the author here,
Yeah.
and you, and we all know how to say her name.
Also, like, if you are introducing someone, even if you think you know how to say their name, maybe just check. But
Yeah,
she said it,
like Jodi Picoult.
and then she said Jodi Picoult.
And we were like, that is, no.
No. Anyway, she said it 2 different ways, both were wrong, and she said it wrong, I think 8 times. But anyway, that's beside the point. We went to the Jodi Picoult book signing, and it was really fun. She had, like, a little Q&A, which is great. And then we got to take a picture with her, and we got our signed copies of the new book.
Yes.
And then after that, we boogied up to Dodger Stadium for the Pink concert.
Because we didn't have enough to do.
No, we did make it, which I was kind of
Oh,
worried when
yeah.
I got the tickets about making it, but we had plenty
We
of
have plenty
time.
of time. Like, we saw all of the openers and they were awesome. The
Yeah,
script and Cheryl Crow opened for her. They were awesome.
and Kid Cut Up.
Yeah, the DJ.
I like him. I remember
Yeah,
him from
he's
last
fun.
time. But yeah, it was a really good show. It was fun to see a concert in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, we had such cool seats.
We really did. We had great seats. And the show was amazing, of course.
Yes.
Pink. Cheryl Crow said it best. She said she's the Simone Biles of music. And that's just not incorrect because she is an athlete and her shows are so athletic. Like the aerial work, the stunts, the dancing. She does everything the dancers do and she does it while she's singing.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
We were so excited too because when we saw her last year, we did not get to see her children with her. But this show,
They both came out.
yeah,
Jameson just like popped up literally out of nowhere. He was just
he
suddenly
just
there.
appeared.
And he just took candy from her and then left. And then Willow came out and sang Cover Me in Sunshine with her, which is what I wanted.
Yeah, everything I wanted. And
Yep.
she was great.
Yeah, her voice
Actually,
is
her
like
voice is really good.
developing really well.
And she just seems like the sweetest kid.
I love every time Pink posts about her on social media because she's so chill with her kids, first of all. Like exactly like you
Yeah,
would
like you
think.
would expect Pink to be with her
But
kids.
like they have Willow in voice lessons and they have for years. And she always posts videos of her recitals. And it's the cutest thing ever because Willow is a theater kid. Like, technically, a few months ago, Willow left the tour to come back to do her school here this year with her real school so that she could do the musical.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's cute.
she's a cool kid. I like her. Never met her, but she's great.
But could you fucking imagine? You're like in a voice recital and like whatever, maybe you are kind of aware that like you have Willow in this group with you.
Yeah.
And then Pink is in the fucking audience
Recording.
recording and you're like, "Oh God."
Okay.
Like only one of the best singers
Yeah.
at my voice recital.
Yeah. And like her, I think Willow's 11 or 12 now. She played Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. And she
Like
killed it.
she did.
Everyone loved her.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love Pink too. And she's like, she gets straight A's. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I had this thought while I was like watching the show because we love like Pink's commentary between is so funny.
I love her so much.
Like she's just so entertaining. And I was like, what is her sign?
What is her sign? Gemini?
No,
Oh, good. I got scared for a minute.
no. She's a Virgo.
I was thinking Virgo.
And I was like,
Yes,
it
but she
makes
just had her
sense.
birthday.
It makes sense.
She just had her
And I'm just
birthday.
sitting there, and then when we're sitting there, like, oh, she's so chill with her kids, and I'm like, that is how I would probably be.
That's how I would want to be. I think I would just be so stressed by the fact that I had children.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's how I am with Lila and Winston. But like they're not humans. Unfortunately. Actually, very fortunately. I probably wouldn't like them as much if they were. And Ren is going for Winston. Anyway, so that was Sunday night. And then Monday we had to work and do normal people things.
Okay, that sucked.
And then Tuesday, our morning started at 9 a.m. again, when we once again went to the Palm. I half expected them to make a comment like we never see you guys during the week.
Yeah, on the week. And we were like totally dressed like homeless people.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, the unhoused.
We should have done like a transformation video on Tuesday. That would have been funny.
Oh, honestly. I mean, it's not like we looked ugly. We just were not like done up.
We clearly had rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
And that was about it. Anyway, we got coffee. And then
yeah, then I had an apartment showing. So we went and looked at an apartment just because, and it was pretty much like the woman that was showing it to us. I was like, yeah. And we walked in the building. I was like, yeah, oh, look, secure entrance, mailboxes. It's clean. It's really quiet right now. We walked in the door. I'm like, these floors are really nice.
Yeah.
Every single like appliance in there is brand new.
With the stickers, even the toilet.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
And then the guy was putting in like a brand new air conditioner in the bedroom. And I was like, all right. And I'm like, there's a nice big closet. There's a wall closet. Okay. Like a linen closet with the shelves built in, which I love because right now none of my closets have built-in shelves, which they just don't make them like that at this point.
Yeah.
So I have been trying to buy one of those utility shelves, but they're so expensive. But now it's probably good that I didn't ever get one because I literally put in my application within a half hour of seeing the place, and within
an hour,
probably less than.
Yeah.
It was really fast. I was approved.
Yep.
It was nutty. I have never been approved that quickly.
That was the easiest apartment hunting experience I think anyone has ever had.
And yeah, and even like I even confirmed like 3 times with her, like this is pet friendly. Like I do have 2 dogs. And she's like, yeah, people have dogs. It's all good. And she told me because I ran over yesterday to drop off my security deposit and get the paperwork. So I don't need to turn in the paperwork until move in, but she said I could bring it by anytime.
Cool.
But I just took it with me. But when I was there, she told me that it's technically illegal now to charge people pet rent and pet deposit as of June. Yeah, and she said they can't deny someone if they have a cat or dog. Like it's illegal now.
Good.
And I was like, oh,
that's really good to know.
That's really good to know. And she's like, yeah, I have a dog too. And I'm like, cool. And I'm like, well, I have 2 dogs.
Yeah. Also, just the vibe that she gave was great.
And that's what she told me. She was like, yeah, she's like, this happened so fast. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm excited. I had a really good feeling. She's like, I had good vibes about you right away. And I'm like,
Good.
yeah, yep,
Samesies.
same. Even like she showed me the parking spot. It was just all so chill. It was just like, yeah, show me the parking spot. Oh, perfect. She's like, it's kind of small. And I was like, no, this isn't that bad at all. Like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And then I was talking about like potentially getting a new car. And I was like, I was kind of thinking of a Honda. She's like, I have a Honda. I was like, oh, amazing. Like,
Yeah. But it's a good place. It's a big size. Like,
yeah, like I think it's probably technically a little bit smaller than my current
mhm.
unit, but my current apartment has a lot of wasted space.
Yes.
Like the kitchen takes up a lot of space and that's like pointless.
Yeah.
Like, and the bathroom is huge.
Yeah.
So I was looking at it and I'm like, it might not be that bad.
Yeah. I think it might be slightly smaller, but I
I don't,
mean,
I
the
don't think
bedroom
it'll
and the
be.
living room are still
They're
big.
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bathroom is decent sized.
Yeah. I'm like, nothing's feels tiny or anything.
Mm-mm.
Like I don't mind the kitchen. The kitchen layout is kind of like an L,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't mind that either. Like I don't need an island. That just gives me more room to work with
Mm-hmm.
because I have like a little bar table and the stools.
Yeah.
So that's
Plus,
all.
there was like a ton of cabinet space there.
Yeah, which was awesome. I think that is more cabinet space than my
It might be.
current place.
But
So
yeah. So anyway, series moving back to Burbank.
yeah. I I like emailed my notice to my current place and I have not heard a thing back. I emailed 3 different people. Have heard nothing back. But I also did ask if I was able to move out a little bit earlier, so maybe they're just waiting to see on that.
Maybe.
Because I was like, can I do a 30-day notice instead of a 60-day notice? Because paying double rent is
Wouldn't
not,
be ideal.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
ideal.
Maybe if you don't hear anything by like the time you get out of school tomorrow, maybe like follow up.
Yeah. I was thinking if they're still open when I'm home from school tomorrow, I'll just pop my head in.
Yeah,
It's nice to just go in person sometimes.
that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, that was Tuesday morning.
And then we came back to my house and we got ready for Oogie Boogie Bash because that's what we had Tuesday night. And I guess we can tell our costumes now.
Yeah.
So I was Rapunzel.
And I was Pascal the chameleon sidekick.
It was so cute.
Yeah, and our friend Jesse came too, and
He just wore
he
a
just wore a
t-shirt from
t-shirt.
last year.
Yep. He's like, "Oh man." I'm like, "Hey, I told you the costume information. You had all of the information."
Yeah. Yep. But it was funny because people would see my costume and be like, I love your costume. And then they'd see yours behind me and be like,
This is your Pascal. And then I'd be like, "I love your costumes." And Jesse would be like, "Thanks."
we had a couple kids think that I was Rapunzel.
Rapunzel.
One kid asked if they could pose for a picture with me, and I said, sure. So that was cool. I put extensions in my hair, which my hair is already pretty long,
Yeah.
but I put extensions in my hair and then braided it, and we braided a strand of lights into my hair so that way when the sun went down, my hair lit up.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was nice. It turned out pretty good. Um,
Yes.
and then we did the dessert party for the parade this year, which we had never done before for Oogie Boogie. Totally worth it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like our seats, we literally were on the parade path.
It was perfection.
And like we had so many interactions from the performers simply because of where we were sitting. Like even the dancers would come up and they would see my phone recording and they would like do cool
Yeah.
things.
Like they knew how
yeah,
to play the game.
it was great. Great
And
seats. Our waitress was really great. The dessert plate was really good.
yeah.
Lila just licked Siri's face.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting.
You know this dog.
I do, and she's a licker. You're a little licker.
Yeah.
Your nickname is Lil Licker Lila. Lila Lil Licker. I don't know. I'm a little it's been a long day, okay? I'm a little chaotic at the moment.
Yeah, so we did Oogie Boogie. We closed out the park.
We did so many rides.
We really did.
I feel like the last couple of years we've done Oogie Boogie. It's like we just didn't prioritize the right things. I feel like we prioritized photo ops a lot the first year.
Mm-hmm.
And like we did Guardians, but I don't know if we did any other rides
Yeah.
that year. And We watched the parade.
Yeah.
Oh, we did Villains Grove, and that took like 2
Because
hours.
that was the first year Villains Grove was a thing, so the line was
It was
so
nuts.
long. That also was the year we waited in line for 2 hours for Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle.
Yeah, so I think we just like wasted time on things we didn't need to, but we just didn't know.
Yeah.
And then last year, I don't know what happened last year. I think Jasenia and I did Soaring, I think.
Yeah.
We did Guardians. I don't know if we did any other rides.
I have no idea.
God.
Honestly, don't remember.
Yeah, the first year I know you and Alec did Cars because you like booked it
We
over there.
ran. We were the
Jasenia and I
last
were
car of the night.
dying, so we could not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this year it was just really nice. We checked all
pretty
the
much
rides.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredicoaster. We did Guardians, of course.
We did
We did
Cars.
Cars, Midway Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait in line for very long for anything. We did,
the Fun Wheel.
yeah. We did that before the party started, but the wait
Mhm.
just wasn't long. It was just kind of a
Yeah.
nice thing to do.
Yeah. This year I feel like the only time that we really quote unquote wasted was eating.
Yeah, at Flo's, but like,
Yeah, but we got there like right when the party started, so I feel like that timing wise was the best thing.
yeah, because
Um,
that was the only place that had an event specific food,
yeah.
which was totally not worth it, by the way. Don't do it.
Don't eat the orange chicken tendies. They were not good.
Yeah, no, not good at all. And Jesse got the garlic parmesan, and he said he thought the orange chicken ones were better than the garlic parmesan. So,
Which I find hard to believe.
yeah, it's a very sad.
There were like 3 chicken tenders on that plate and fries.
You ate like one chicken strip.
I ate the smallest chicken strip, and I was full, to be clear.
Yeah.
But I was like, And then the fries they did it like nacho style, so the chicken was on top of the fries. So then I couldn't even dip the fries in ketchup, which is what I really wanted. So I ate like the 3 fries that didn't have the marmalade on them.
Yeah, it just was not.
It
They need to
wasn't.
do better with like event specific food.
Yeah.
Or honestly, like we just didn't really know what we would want food wise, and that just kind of was the vibe. But like,
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
yeah,
Um,
we got so much candy though.
we did, and we didn't prioritize treat trails this year.
No, we just
We
kind of
just
hit some, and
we
we
did them
got
as
so much
we
candy.
stumbled upon them, and if the lines were long, we skipped them.
Yeah.
We did meet the characters we wanted to meet. We did Agatha, which was fun, and then we did Oogie, which we had not done Oogie before,
Yeah, and that was really fun.
and
to
we
see
did
him.
Ernesto de la Cruz,
Ernesto. Yes.
and we did Hades, which is one I really wanted to do. That was fun. They were good this year about having like a ton of treat carts on each trail.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that went really well for us. Oh yeah, we got merch right away. I think that was also really smart because we all forgot to bring like extra bags for treats. I mean, they give you a treat bag, and
But the bag they give you is so small. Like that'll be full by the time you finish the first treat trail.
but since we all got so they have event specific merch, but like a lot of it is out during the day. So I was just like,
I thought we had seen it all.
Yeah, I thought so too. And we got there and I was like, wait a minute, there's some things we
They're
haven't
a
seen.
new thing
So there was a black t-shirt
that glows in the dark.
So all three of us got that. I think the spirit jersey wasn't out during the day. Or maybe it was,
The
but
spirit jersey was out during
okay.
the day, I think.
But then there was like a hoodie.
And the hoodie is cool.
The hoodie was cool. I mean, there's
Just-
part of me that still is like, that was such a cool hoodie, but I just know I would never wear it. It looked
Yeah.
like Oogie Boogie and like the hood even had the eyes, but it was cool. Like totally if you're into
If that's your vibe.
that is I think the item to get.
Yeah.
But we all got the t-shirt, which is great. Black, Oogie Boogie Bash, glows in the dark,
It has the
perfection.
year on it.
Yeah, which is what we wanted. I like that t-shirt better than last year's t-shirt.
Yeah.
I never wear last year's t-shirt because the whole front is like a screen printing.
Oh,
And it like feels uncomfortable on.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then Jesse, I think, got the hoodie, right?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. And then he wound up getting the spirit jersey at the end of the night too.
Yeah, we convinced him because it's like we do that thing where it's like, okay, well, would you be sad later if you didn't get it?
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, then that's your answer.
Like, then you have to get it. Like,
Yeah. But we had fun. And the parade was awesome. They did have for the dessert party, they had an event specific cocktail. which was included with the dessert package. So I had that. It was so good. It was pomegranate, raspberry, and black vodka.
Yeah,
Like
totally your kind of thing.
as soon as she said pomegranate, I knew that's what I was having.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, the non-alcoholic version was green apple lemonade. I'm like, that
Yeah.
is not
Which is funny because their names are
the
literally
same.
the Oogie Boogie cocktail and the Oogie Boogie mocktail. So I thought it was going to be the
Like a
same,
copycat
just
version.
without the alcohol, which when I make mocktails, that's what I do. Yeah,
No, so I got
completely
Diet
different.
Coke,
Yep, which was fine.
which is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I knew this. Yeah, we funny enough were at a table with a couple from Seattle. So random, but I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And they're like, so where are you guys from? We're like, we are
Burbank.
local, or at least local enough that we're here on a Tuesday.
Like local enough that we are driving home.
And we have work tomorrow.
Yes.
All three of us.
Which
It was miserable. Just
we got home at like 12:20. I was in bed by 1 because I like breezed through my shower nighttime routine, laying out my clothes. And then my alarm went off at 5 a.m. because I had to be on set yesterday. I have no regrets, but yesterday was rough.
yeah.
I was
I didn't get home till 1, and then I had to like take care of the dogs and
Mhm.
shower and everything. So it was probably 1:30 or 2, and my alarm goes off at 5:30.
Like,
It was miserable.
yeah, I had almost a 14-hour day yesterday. Like
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
yesterday we parked at the Glendale Galleria. I parked my car before the mall opened, and I got back in my car after the mall had been closed for like 3 hours. I had a really long day yesterday.
Like a surprisingly long day. Yeah.
I have no regrets though. I would do it again.
Nah, do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I really do think if we do Oogie Boogie again, we should consider a weekend.
Yeah, the weekends are just more expensive.
Yeah, that was the thing. And then I was doing a pre-sale,
Yeah.
and it was just like the options were not letting me option.
Anyway,
Hmm.
we did it. Another year of boogie bashing in the books.
Yeah.
I did see a couple of families that were there, and their like vacation t-shirts said ready to boogie with Oogie, and I was like, that's cute.
Oh yeah, family costumes were so funny. We saw a lot of Inside
Alice,
Out and
yeah,
Allison.
in
Yeah,
Wonderland. Usually, I feel like every year there's a group costume that is like surprisingly
popular.
popular.
Alice
Inside
was also
Out
popular last
last year.
year.
Yeah. Inside Out, I feel like was predictable.
Hmm.
Um, but Alice, I was kind of surprised by because it was so popular last year.
Yeah,
So,
like randomly.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Well, it makes sense. There was a family that was Inside Out, like, I mean, there were like 20 families, but there was one where the dad was ennui.
That was the only one that had
That was the
ennui.
only one that had ennui, and I love ennui. And so I went, I was like, yes, I love that you're ennui. And he was just like, oh, well, I didn't really have a choice. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I appreciate the ennui representation. Good talk. Bye.
He was like, my wife would know what you're talking about.
Yeah, his wife was anxiety.
The amount of moms that were anxiety.
Yeah.
Like,
I think most of them made like the dad's either like anger or fear.
mhm.
Yeah. So it's funny that they went with ennui
Yeah.
for him. We saw, I feel like the most popular ones were joy, sadness,
I saw a lot
and
of
disgust.
disgust,
Yeah.
which I love disgust.
Oh, we got really excited too because in the build your own character headbands, they had the Inside Out characters now.
Yeah, they dropped early.
Yeah, which is exciting. So that was cool. We bought nothing.
Yeah.
We looked at all of them. I couldn't decide on two characters that I would want. Like, eh. I'm also like I'm not a huge Inside Out fan. I didn't like the first movie. The
Shameful.
second movie, like, I liked better than the first, but I actually don't think I would watch it again.
Oh, Wow.
I don't really like Riley. She's such a cringy character.
She's supposed to be.
Ew. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm okay. Yeah, never been a fan. Sorry, Dave.
Anyway, we did see a couple groups that had Bing Bong.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
Some were really creative about it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to think if we saw any other like really cool costumes. I mean, we did, but like, am I able to think of any right now?
I think we only saw 2 groups that were Sandersons this year.
Yeah. I feel like there was one that we kept on seeing and it was just Winifred.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her friend was something.
Oh, her
Oh,
friend was
Mother
Mother
Gothel.
Gothel.
So,
We saw a couple other Rapunzels. Luckily, none of them were wearing the same dress as me. I was the only one that had extensions in, and I was the only one that's hair lit up. And I was the only one with the lantern because I took my lantern
yeah.
popcorn bucket from Tokyo Disney. And when I opened it at security, I realized it still had crumbs inside of it from 2019.
Yeah, we did really well at security. The guys
Yeah.
were impressed.
I was really worried that my hair was going to set off
Yeah, with the rice lights.
yeah, with the lights in my hair, but it didn't.
Yeah, we just made sure that the batteries weren't in there until you went through.
I think that was smart.
Yeah, I think so too.
When I went through and it didn't go off, I was like, it didn't go off. And the guy was like, yeah, I thought the tiara was going to set it off. And I was like, well, there are lights in my hair. I thought they were going to set it off.
You just never know.
No.
Yeah. I will say so the corset that I got for my costume, it was like really hard to tighten it enough. So it kept on like shimmying down a little bit, but then that meant like the tighter bits would like shift and like dig into my side. So I'm pretty sure I still have a mark on my side because it hurts. Like it's like there's like a raised bump here and it is painful to touch even right now. Like literally a raised bump and it hurts still from the boning of the corset digging in right there because of it just like shifting down. Like I at one point was like, Allison, you need to help me like yank this thing up. I'm like, it's a good thing I'm wearing a shirt under here. Like I don't think I could wear the corset just alone because I think it would be like
no, that's true.
Or try to shimmy off of me.
Well, if it makes you feel better about suffering for your art, your waist was fucking snatched.
I mean, it could have been tighter, is the thing. It's just like it was hard to get it tight enough at the top. That was the hard part. Oh, sorry, Lila.
Yeah, I actually the other day, yesterday when I was at work, I started looking at pieces for our next costume we're doing.
Mm.
And I was looking at corsets.
I think it'd be super cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It'll be.
Yeah.
I found some good options.
I should double check what the one that I ordered. I think I did order 2 sizes up, which is what people said to do. But like if it's over something, it can be looser.
Yeah.
We could always like pin it so it doesn't shimmy.
I'm not planning to put anything under it.
Okay. Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good options.
Yeah.
Well, we know I'll be kind of hoey, so like
I mean, that was kind of the vibe I was going for when I was looking at the pieces. I was like, this is my slutty costume.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really doing slutty costume. What have we done for our so okay, this will be for like our
game night.
Our game night
Halloween.
So we've done the Grady twins in literal kids' school uniform dresses. We've done
Bellatrix and Hermione.
Yeah, very
accurate. For the movie.
Yeah, no, nothing showy.
We did Pennywise and Georgie.
Oh yeah, that's also nothing.
When you wore a raincoat.
I wore a raincoat, and I put my hair in pigtails.
We did Beetlejuice and Lydia.
Yeah, and that was also all very covered.
Yeah, last year we did Hallie and Annie from The Parent Trap, which was their camp uniform.
Yeah, so again, this will be our first
Yeah. And then we did Elsa and Anna.
Anyway, you'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
I still need to get pretty much everything for that costume. That's an October problem.
Yeah. I was just looking because I was like, well, what do I have to do now?
I know, because I think our costumes were great for Rapunzel and Pascal. I don't know, we've talked about doing like a bound to the parks as Rapunzel and Pascal, but you're right, like we gotta wait and do it. later. It's too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I have my Rapunzel bound ready to go, but I haven't done it because I knew that I was doing Rapunzel at Oogie and I didn't want to do two
Yeah.
super close together.
I still need to do my Russell bound, and I still need to do my Cars outfit. But that, now that I have the jacket, that can wait till it's cooler. It doesn't matter. And then oh, Sebastian. I need to do Sebastian, but we need to wait a little bit on that one too because
I've done Ariel recently.
yeah, you've done Ariel recently. And then what was the other one I was doing? Oh, I have to do my Darth Maul.
And
Yes.
Padme.
Darth Maul and Padme.
My Padme is right here. It's ready to go.
Ooh.
I still need to try that on. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have everything I can do for Darth Maul. Like I could add other pieces to it, but I think I'm okay. I have the purse.
Yeah.
I just need to style my hair silly.
I did finally get my chip shoulder pal, so now my bell is
Oh yeah, we could do
pretty
bells.
much ready to go.
The bells.
Yeah.
I'm like, what would I need to add to the yellow to make it more belly? I think just styling my hair.
I think I want to get like a cute little apron.
Yeah. Pretty cute. Actually, even if you just get like fabric and we can sew. Well, never mind.
Siri's really into sewing me into my outfits.
We didn't have to do that this year. Well, we'll see.
This was the first.
We might need to sew you into the corset depending on if it stays tight enough.
That is true.
Because like it's the lace.
Yeah.
Or not. Wow.
The ribbon.
Thank you. The ribbon. The ribbon is slippery. It doesn't hold. Like you'll tie it and it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we probably could stitchy at the very top and go like through the ribbon into the corset.
True. There's a way.
Yeah. Or safety pins.
Safety pins. D.
Yes. It's costumes we've had to sew me into. Elsa. Pennywise.
I'm pretty sure we had to sew me into Anna.
We did sew you into Anna.
Yeah. I think that zipper is broken.
On Anna.
On Anna. But it doesn't matter because the cape covers.
That's true. Yeah, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Last year when I was the Blue Fairy, had to sew me into that.
We made it a corset back. Like
we did.
That was, yeah.
And what's really funny is we had to make that a corset back because the dress came and it was too small on me. And now that dress is too big on me.
Yeah. Things change in a year.
So I cut holes into a dress and made it into a corset for nothing. Well, for the one night, but
we can sew the holes back up and then
I don't care.
Just keep it as a memento of the occasion.
Yeah.
It's a really cute dress, actually.
It is a really cute dress. I think I probably could like put a couple stitches in at the waist and it would be fine.
Yeah. Because since you made it a corset back, we could reinforce the holes too.
That's true. I thought about it. But then like when I wore it to Disney on Ice, the holes weren't really noticeable.
Yeah. I just meant more to like reinforce, not like yeah. I don't know. I'm really excited that it's Halloween time. It's not really Halloween time. It's not even fall yet, technically.
It's Halloween time.
But it is Halloween time in my heart. Tomorrow's my dad's birthday.
Happy birthday, Kenny.
Yeah, he got himself an orange kayak. I'll show you a picture. And by show you a picture, I mean show Allison, because none of y'all are going to be able to see this. But he got an orange kayak. He sent my sister and I a picture and was like, which one do I pick? And I was the only one that responded. And I just said all lowercase orange. And then finally, a day later, a full day later, my sister goes, both. And then my dad goes, not sure if two would fit on the truck. And so Lisa's like, get a new truck too. And he just goes, gee, thanks. Anyway, so here's his picture with his new kayak.
He's so excited.
Yeah, he's happy. He's amped. He went in his new kayak.
Good.
You can kind of see that. That actually is showing up better than I thought it would on the camera.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're watching on the YouTube, you can see my dad with his kayak.
Yeah. He's excited.
Yeah, he really is. Anyway, he was like, I'm not getting a new truck yet, so just the one.
Or we could make 2 trips. Where there's a will, there's a way.
It's very true.
My mom sent us a picture today of Frosty, their dog, getting a bath in their front yard. And it's very funny because my dad, they don't really have a good tub for bathing the dog. So my dad just literally got like a little bin and filled it with water. And the dog is just standing in the water. And
He looks so pissed.
my dad
Like
is
he's
giving him a
accepted
bath.
it, but he's like not thrilled.
But then I noticed, my mom was like, I didn't even notice that. The front door is open and Daisy, the cat, is watching this happen from inside the house.
She's just like, that dumb dog is getting
Yeah.
a bath.
She's like, wow, sucks to be a dog. But also, look how ripped my
I know.
dad
I was like,
looks.
your dad looks so muscular.
Because he's been doing so
Working.
much work. He's currently like renovating their backyard to make a patio because that's what my mom asked for her birthday. And in order to do that, because their house is like, it's not level, the ground is not level. So he's built a retaining wall out of bricks himself. And now one of their neighbors who has
A digger tool.
no, like a transporter tool. They had dirt brought in, and then this guy has like a tractor situation.
Like a Kubota?
I don't know, that's a word I've never heard.
Oh.
It has one of the things that it has like the little scooper on it. And you can drive it and dump it. Anyway, so their neighbor's been helping him with like moving the dirt and leveling. But anyway. Yeah.
This is a Kubota. I mean, I'm sure this is like the brand. It's
It's a tractor thingy.
I think it is a tractor, yeah. A
Yeah.
little tractor. Lil tractor, not little.
Little.
Lil.
Anyway, so they've been moving the dirt to level the ground.
You should ask if it's a Kubota.
It's not because it's yellow and those are orange. But my mom posted a picture of it not that long
Maybe it's
ago.
a John Deere.
That wouldn't surprise me. Where's the picture of this thing?
Tractor for dirt. I'm Googling this for images. All right, brand options. John Deere is green. This one's yellow. I don't see what brand that is. I don't know. I give up already. Okay.
Yeah, I can't find the picture my mom sent. She also posted it on Facebook, but
It's fine. Ugh. Okay. I just got like upset that I have work tomorrow. It's like really sad because like work is work and I'm glad I have a job that pays me money because that's cool.
this thing. Oh, it is green.
It is a John Deere.
It's a John Deere. But see, it has the
Yeah.
little scooper thingy. So
Yeah.
you scoop and then you transport and then you dump.
Nice.
Anyway.
Uh anyway. Yeah, I have work tomorrow, which is unfortunate. Mostly just because I am not designed for labor.
Same.
I am a visionary.
We have discovered that we thrive best when we can go to Target at 10 a.m.
I love daytime errands. It's delightful. Like
Yeah.
I love being out in the day.
Literally, when we have days off, like Tuesday, we got coffee and went to Target.
And I was like, this is amazing. I love the weekdays because like weekdays are work days. And then when I'm at work, I feel like a little like gremlin hobbit, like stuck in my room like a vampire, and I don't go to the outside world. And then like when I like commit to going outside, I'm like, wow, the outside, but I'm still at work, like within the confines of the work walls because they lock us in. It's terrible. I'm like, in the event of an emergency, I'm climbing the fucking fence and bolting. And I've not said this to the students. I'm like, literally, if there's an emergency, are you all really going to evacuate all the way across campus to a football field. I'm like, or are you going to get the fuck out of here? And they're like, oh, miss, I'm running. And I'm like,
Yeah.
good. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you think these people are competent enough to actually like care about your livelihood? No, get out. And I have one of my students was like, yeah, I live in this neighborhood. I was like, yeah, then go home.
Yeah. Run to your house.
Literally run to your house. I'm like, and one kid was like, I'm jumping out the window. I was like, well, listen, you can't fit out the window because it doesn't open all the way. And he's like, I would just break it. And I'm like,
All right. Fair enough.
honestly, yeah, fair enough. I never said any of this though.
No.
We are committing to the plan.
Yeah. We are following protocol.
We are following protocol because that is what we do here when you are an employee.
I'm not an employee.
Nope. I follow protocol. I do what I am told and I enforce school policies. Okay? That's what we got.
That's what we're going with.
That is what we are going with. One of my kids yesterday, I think, was like, Miss, is teaching fun? And I stopped and I was like, no. I was like, listen, you're fun, but this is horrible.
Just be like, do you like school? Do you want to go to school every day for the rest of your life?
Like, is being a teacher fun? No. I'm going to be so honest with you. It is not. It's so miserable. The best part is like, I don't know, talking with the kids and my coworkers.
Staying up with the youth.
Yeah, staying up with the youths. They're funny sometimes. Oh my gosh, one kid turned in his slides late. His like intro to me slides. And I had a question in there that was like, how do you feel about this class? It was supposed to be like a, do you feel like you're gonna do well? Do you feel like you're gonna struggle? Whatever. And he was like, yeah, the teacher's funny as hell. And I was like, thank you so much. That made my day.
Good.
I'm like, am I funny? I feel like you don't even listen. You're not even in class half the time, but okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, just thank you.
I think because I'm just honest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, hello, everybody. How are you? Wait, nobody said hello. Hello, trying again. Like, hi. I'm like, okay, good. You're alive. So, how is everyone? Horrible? Yes, same. You want to go home? Honestly, me too. But here we are. We're here. We got some stuff to do listed on the board with our clear objectives and our essential question. If anyone wants to know the state standard that the lesson today addresses, let me know. It is also posted in our calendar at the bottom.
Good.
Anyway, I don't like being a teacher. It's something.
I could not. I simply could not.
When I have my neurotic days, it can be kind of entertaining, but then other days I'm like, why is this so stressful? Like, for what? I'm not compensated well enough for this.
No.
Like, no, I'm not compensated for this experience right now. Like, I do not want to be included at this point in time.
I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. Thank you.
The number of times when there's a meeting and I'm avidly paying attention to my phone and looking at pictures of my dogs. One of my coworkers was like, are you literally looking at pictures of your dogs right now? And I was like, yeah. And then someone said something a little crazy. And I don't have an off button on my face.
No.
And I was not facing forward. So I was not really trying to hide it at this point. And she was like, I wish I had just like a whole video feed of your face. And I'm like, enjoy it while you can. Like every time. And I'm just like, they said, what? What did they say? I'm trying to even remember what it was. Like sometimes people say like they make a comment that is just really out of pocket. And I'm like, Did you just say that in front of the entire staff? Like my favorite, not really my favorite. I think there were some probably real winners beyond this one, but the one I'm thinking of right now is when someone was like, "Well, I don't know how to get to know my students." And we all were like, we were talking about cultures and it being like culturally aware in the classroom. He's like, "Well, I don't know how to know like what culture my students are." And I was sitting there and I'm like, as a white man, you really should shut the fuck up. Anyway, but I was across the
It
room.
would be a white man.
Yeah, it was the audacity, it only exists in them that strong. And I just was like, okay, just close your mouth. Like, just stop yapping. You look like an idiot. You're making us all look bad. And everyone's like, oh, well, I do a get to know me slide project. And I ask the students about themselves. Oh my gosh. He's like, well, I don't teach a subject area that caters it. So I'm like, stop talking. Stop talking. Basically, meetings would be a lot more fun if people would not speak sometimes. Sometimes that is the entertainment, though. Like, sometimes I'm like, yes, like, keep going. I'm amped. This is great. And I just sit there and smile. And then other times I'm like, can we do literally anything else? Like, I would rather count the ceiling tiles than listen to this conversation.
Counting ceiling tiles is a good way to dissociate.
Yeah. Although I usually I'm looking at pictures of my dog.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, I am avidly paying attention to all of the content that is presented to us in professional development. I take it very seriously. Okay, thank you very much.
I believe that children are the
Future.
future.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
I used to quote so many songs last year, and the students never got the references.
Because these kids have not seen anything,
No, they have not. They didn't even know who Pink was.
which blows my mind.
Like, how do you not know who Pink is? I'm like, I guess her music is old, but like, are you that uncultured? Like, no, they're not that uncultured. I think she's just more of a white icon.
Yeah.
There have been a couple of times where I'm like talking about something and the kids look at me like with the blankest of blank stares, and I'm like, that's a white people thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. Moving on. Like,
That's why it's important to be culturally sensitive.
yeah. Be like, all right, what do you listen to? And they're like, just don't answer. They're like, it doesn't matter, miss. And I'm like, I'm asking, so it does matter. Yeah, they like to listen to Spanish music.
That makes sense.
I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I don't listen to Spanish music because I don't speak Spanish. One of my children came up to me today and said, there was like another student standing there. He's like, oh my gosh, I almost started trying to speak to you in Spanish. And then I remembered you don't speak Spanish. And I'm like, I'll take that as a compliment. But yeah, no, I don't speak Spanish. Sorry.
Yep.
Do not have that skill set.
No. Me neither.
Anyway.
Yep. Um, my entire train of thought just
Disappeared.
yeah.
That's fair. I just yapped about nothing for like a good little chunk of time there.
Is that not what we do?
Well, I feel like we usually have a structure. I think I just like went chaotic mode a little bit there.
Oh,
I don't know.
all right. The new series Agatha's Coven came out. It's confusing because on social media all of the stuff is Agatha's Coven, but then when you go onto Disney Plus it says Agatha all along, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so what are we calling this? Because it was marketed as Agatha's Coven. And I don't know what the name of the series is, but anyway, the first 2 episodes dropped and I watched them this morning. The first episode, I feel like it took them a little bit to find their footing, because they didn't establish where in the timeline this takes place until like probably 20 minutes in, so like halfway into the first episode. So it was like a little confusing at first. But then it ended really strong, and then episode 2 is really good. So
Good.
Yep.
Yay. And then more come out next week.
Yeah, I think one comes out every Thursday
Ooh.
until Halloween, I think.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
Yeah.
Yep.
TikTok.
And now I'm gonna look at their release schedule because I saw it yesterday and forgot about it.
Agatha. This is Magnus. Leave my little bumblebee her house and her money. If you don't, I will get you.
Oh, you're right.
I will get you like you got me. That is a promise.
Anyway, if anyone hasn't seen Matilda,
Dude, if you haven't seen Matilda, please just go watch it right now and pretend like you've always seen it.
Yep.
I don't want to hear it. You just watch it.
And the release schedule is not on their Instagram.
I feel I saw it somewhere at some point in time.
Ooh, the early access to the Agatha Ears is on Disney, Shop Disney right now.
Excited. Like you could order them right now. There's a bunch of stuff on the Disney store that's been like 25% off, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 10 years ago, I took a trip to Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yep. And then I moved here.
Crazy.
Oh, shit.
I do like that this is like all of their pages.
Yeah, the picture of
Yeah.
Catherine Hahn. Too good.
Anyway, I love Catherine Hahn. I think everyone should love Catherine Hahn.
Oh, she's great. Out with the old and the new.
There also is a really good song in episode 2.
Ooh.
It's an original song, and it was written by the Lopez's that wrote the music for Frozen.
Ooh. Yep. That's exciting. So it's better than Wish.
Yes. Dear God.
Sorry, Julia. What's your face? I like your music, but not for
Wish.
Not for Wish. If you like Wish, please tell me why. That movie was so bad.
Oh, it's been certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Not Wish, Agatha.
Yay.
And then, why is it so hard to see the release schedule? Anyway, yep, the next one comes out next Wednesday.
Good.
Yep, it's exciting. And that's that. I will be getting those ears probably tonight because I want them.
Live your best life. Live your best life. I finished my Diet Coke.
Good job.
Ugh.
I think that means that this will be the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving if we're done with beverages.
Yeah.
I'm Allison Clay.
And I am Siri Harkins.
And we are thriving.
Clearly.